Sun and Ultra Moon have officially been released. I'm probably playing it right now. But at the time of me filming this video, we still have a couple days to go. And we're at the really aggravating part of the wait, especially since I know that some people already have the game. I just want a Mantine Surf, that's all I want, oh my god! 3 days to go, 3 days to go, 3 days to go. One of the things I've been doing while waiting for these games to come out is finish my old Pokemon games. I actually finished quite a few this year, the latest being Pokemon Pearl. But Pokemon aren't the only games I've left unfinished. In fact, there are a lot of them I've never finished. And I never got the full story, so recently I've been watching videos on YouTube to see what actually happens in those games. And one of the game series that I've been watching this recently is Trauma Center. In fact, it kind of caught my attention because the events of the first game in the series aren't that far off. It takes place next year. And I was listening to one of the tracks on YouTube when I realized, hey, this would be great music for a Pokemon battle. And that got me thinking about what music from other games would be great music for Pokemon battles. Now keep in mind here that I have not played every game in existence. So chances are, if you think there's a track that should be in this video but isn't, I probably haven't played the game and therefore have never heard the track. Also, this is what sounds good to me in my opinion, and if it doesn't match yours, that's alright. But regardless of that, here are what I think are some music from other games that would make good music for Pokemon battles. The first couple of tracks come from the game Trauma Team, which if you're unfamiliar with, is a game where you play as 6 different doctors, each that specializes in a different field of medicine. One of those fields is first response, where you take on the role of the paramedics and treat people at the scene of an accident. There are several different tracks that play during these parts, but the one I found that really sounded good during a Pokemon battle was one called Critical Moments. Or at least that's what it was called on YouTube. I heard somewhere somebody said that the soundtrack was never actually released and the song was never actually given a name. I think this would be a great track for a trainer battle at a critical moment in the storyline. It's nice background music and it does start out somewhat unimpressive, but as it goes on, it definitely adds that punch in the middle that you see in a lot of the Sun and Moon tracks. Also, a Pokemon battle is kind of like the first response gameplay in the fact that you have to think on your feet and realize that the decisions you make on the spot will affect the outcome of the situation. Trauma Team has to offer for something like this would probably be the one that plays during the final surgery, which, let's see, how can I say this without spoiling it? Which is the most emotionally taxing part of any game I've ever played. They really did a great job on that game, and the soundtrack is no exception. The music takes all the emotions, everything you're feeling, and the importance of everything you do at that level, and truly brings it out. And this is why I can see this being used during a champion battle, because that's the most important test you've ever taken at this point in your journey. And I think this track is an excellent reflection of what you'd be feeling during that fight. tracks that could work in Pokemon battles too. The Kingdom Hearts series has a special place in my heart because not only did it help me get through my first semester at a 4-year college, but it, along with Pokemon, got me through a very difficult time for me, which oddly enough was also one of the best times of my life. Seriously, I would trade that for what I have now. Kingdom Hearts has a lot of good tracks when you go to fight the antagonists of the series, and these can transfer over for when you fight members of an evil team in Pokemon, the 13th Dilemma being one of them. It's really fast-paced, and it definitely conveys that there's something at stake with this battle. And it differs from a normal trainer battle in the fact that this isn't just some random person off the street, this is somebody who wants to actually cause someone harm. Version of the battle music, which is the 13th Struggle, and I feel like this track could be used during an admin or boss fight of the evil team. It's got everything the 13th Dilemma has, except it's kicked up a notch. It has all that extra power and sound to it, which translates to the extra stakes that are added on with this battle, and it flows greatly from one point to the other, conveying the emotions of what's going on. More relaxing note, the track that plays on Destiny Island could also be used in the Pokemon battle. Although not as epic or intense as the others, I feel like it would be a good battle for one of those normal trainer battles in Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon XD. It just has that sort of vibe that sounds the same as the music from those games, and it would be a perfect match. Certainly surprised me is the buoy-based galaxy track from Super Mario Galaxy. I feel like this would be a good for the scenario in Sun and Moon, where you have to defend your title as champion, because it sounds glorious. You've gotten your title, you are the champion, and now you have to prove that you didn't get that title just by sitting down and doing nothing. It shows all your power of the trainer and all that you've achieved on your journey, and I feel like this would be a perfect match. be good for Pokemon battles. If there's one that you think would be interesting, you can always leave a comment and tell me what it is. Also, feel free to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want more Pokemon related content. I do a lot of that stuff. This channel does have a Twitter at VisitJohnVideos, so if you want updates, go follow that. And that's gonna be all there is for now, but I will catch you later.